8:13 in the morning, Playhouse in the morning, Y94. Hi, I'm Zero, and filling in for Jamie and Amy today are Alyssa and Trace from the Y94 night and afternoon show. So if you're like, man, that voice is kind of familiar, well, they're on throughout the day. Now, are you still glad you came in here? Is there any remorse, regret?
The only regret that I have is that I didn't get to sleep in, but honestly, if it was for this reason, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, this was fun. I just wish I would have brought a snack.
Oh, that's a good call. Coffee sounds unreal right now, and I haven't even gotten up to get any.
We have a coffee machine and a vending machine.
It's not the same as my $5 Starbucks coffee, though. Like,
Ew.
it's just not. It doesn't taste the same if it doesn't cost me a lot of money.
I want an iced caribou something.
Oh, my God.
Well, to be fair, I don't think that our break room coffee ever tried to present itself as better than $5 coffee,
Right.
if we're being honest. So this weekend on social media, hashtag grown-up moment was trending, and we're like, well, that's an easy one to steal. And basically people were tweeting out those moments where they're like, oh, my God, I'm such an adult. And you can be 12 and experience one of these, 18, 20, 30, 50 years old and experience that moment where you're like, gross, I'm such an adult, I'm so mature. Have you ever had one of those moments where you're like, yucky, I am a grown-up? Trace, you ever deal with one of those?
Yeah, just this morning when the co-host to the right of me said, I've never seen The Lion King until like a year ago.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's outing me today. There's like a list of things that they're trying to out on me today.
I do that. I can cross that one off the list.
Yes.
We keep saying really weird stuff that we have to weave into the show.
Yeah, and that was, I genuinely could not believe that. I was like, I saw The Lion King when I was like 4.
I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't know.
But it's a Disney classic.
I don't know.
I had a hashtag grown up moment where I realized after she told us about the super immature tattoo she has on her body that I would never get that tattooed on myself before because it's such a strange thing to choose. Ooh. There, I can take that one off my list too.
God. Sorry, Dad, if you're listening.
Do you want to tell him what the tattoo is?
Absolutely not.
You tell him later?
Absolutely not.
Well, he's going to ask now.
Yeah. We'll leave that up to the listener's imagination.
Yeah.
I would think a real one, though, that, and if you've ever, like, bought the house or whatever, I mean, the first time that you sit and you do, like, all the thick, I mean, it is like a dictionary of paperwork to get a mortgage. I think when you sit and do that and they're just, like, sliding you things and you're initialing and dating and signing your name, at some point, you don't even know what they're saying anymore. You're just literally signing everything in front of you. And if you do take time to read it, they seem confused. That would be a hashtag grown-up moment. You ever have a hashtag grown-up moment, Alyssa?
I feel like I'm still a literal fetus, but...
Literal fetus?
Literal. I think my grown-up moment was when all my friends were going out, but I had to work the next morning, and I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just going to stay home. I'm tired. I gotta go to work tomorrow. And I was like, dang, this sucks.
It's kind of a lame
being an
grown-up
adult
moment.
Wow, okay, Trace.
Kind of. I mean, if you think about it, like, there's so many other ways that you could... Like, I have gray hair peppered throughout my head, and that's
you really
another
do. I'm looking at it right now.
So, I mean, that's
At
another way.
least you have hair on your head.
Oh,
get wrecked.
Zero.
Must feel good to have that, huh?
It's all there on your back.
Ew.
So you've seen. You must have been talking to my wife. Your hashtag grown-up moment.
For me, it was probably the first time a guy called me ma'am. The worst thing was that it was a guy from the store who I just noticed and thought was cute. Then he held the door for me and called me ma'am, and it just killed me.
So you're like into him, and then you have that super humbling moment where you're like, oh, you're looking at me like I'm an old lady. Yeah.
I hate being called ma'am. I hate it.
That must be a regional thing because there's a lot of women down south that when you call them ma'am, they actually find it very attractive. I've been told. I've been told. Yeah.
No, I hate it.
Like, howdy, ma'am.
Well, it's just like, yes, ma'am. Like, if you're respectful, they're like, oh, yeah, okay. That does it for me.
Yeah. I know it's, like, respectful, but I'd rather be called, like, dog or something. Like, thanks, dog. Like, I would prefer that over being called ma'am. I know that's so weird. I just feel like I'm, like...
Gen Z.
D-A-W-G or D-O-G?
D-A-W-G, obviously. Dog.
So, if somebody... is like you get good service at the bank or something, and you say, have a great day. You'd rather, instead of him saying, you too, ma'am, you'd rather he says, you too, dog.
Yeah, 100%.
No problem, dog, for shizzle.
Yeah, that'd be a weird bank. That'd be a pretty strange bank. What was your grown-up moment? 237, it's text 35270, Twitter, Snapchat, at Y94 Playhouse, and then also a video of this actually streaming on the Y94 official Facebook page. You can comment there as well. Your hashtag grown-up moment on the Playhouse. Shawn Mendes, Camila Cabello, Senorita, Y94.